Are you going through grief that's so painful and so heavy it leaves you breathless? In this video, you will learn how to use a breathing technique to help you overcome the pain that can get so intense it feels like someone is sitting on your chest, making it so difficult to breathe. You will also learn the benefits and how to use essential oils like doTERRA's Breathe Essential Oil Blend, appropriately referred to as the oil of breath. Breathe addresses the inability to let go of grief and pain. It's for you and me as we struggle to breathe and are suffocated by our grief and sadness. Breathe is great for emotions like despair, sadness, pain, and grief. Using Breathe brings solace and healing. I do have a disclaimer. I only use and recommend doTERRA essential oils. I trust their sourcing, the processing, and the testing that they do. I'm Grace. I'm referred to as the Graceful Ager. I'm a certified clinical aromatherapist and face reflexologist. In September 2021, I lost my husband, Doug, and my daughter, Joanne, 4 days apart. So everything I will cover here and in future videos, I personally experienced. What I learned is grief can consume you. It can leave you feeling lost and alone and seeming like you're drowning in a sea of emotions. Grief hit me unexpectedly. It will usually catch you off guard, overwhelming in so many dizzying ways that you never anticipated or thought possible. Grief is tough. You're going to be angry. You're going to be resentful. It's an injustice, is what we would say. It's going to feel like someone yanked that rug from under you. It will turn your world upside down, and the weight of your emotions will press down on you and oppress you beyond your capacity to endure. But you're going to need to let yourself grieve and let every emotion, every ugly emotion wash over you like a flood, no matter how painful. You're going to feel like you're the only person in the world going through this immense and unbearable pain. But you're not alone in your pain. There are people who care about you and want to help you through it. It's okay to seek help. It's okay to need support during these difficult times. Pain is inevitable, but misery, it's a choice you don't have to make. Grief is part of life, but it doesn't have to consume you. So since going through this and recognizing how I've been breathing so shallow, I decided I would encourage women to learn how to breathe properly, because I realized that breathing poorly has an impact in the intake of oxygen by our brain, which is important for the function of our body and for our emotions. Watch for the next couple of days. Watch yourself. See how you're breathing. You're going to realize that you're not breathing completely. Before I go on, make sure you watch this video to the end so you can learn proper and healthy breathing and how to incorporate Breathe Essential Oil to support it, okay? Here are 7 great reasons you should pay attention to your breathing. Trust me, it will go a long way into successfully managing and coping with your grief and the sadness and pain it brings. Number 1, reduce oxygen impairs thinking. A study done by Northwestern University found a connection between breathing and cognitive function. Number 2, increased blood pressure and increased heart rate. The increased blood pressure leads to an increase in the stress hormone called cortisol, which is known to speed up aging, among other negative effects. Sleep issues. Number 3. Number 4, leaves the brain feeling foggy and muddled. Number 5, chronic stress, poor posture, and inadequate oxygenation, inhibiting the immune system. Long-term stress can cause the body to become more vulnerable to illness and take longer to recover and heal if you do get sick. Number 6, fatigue. Number 7, anxiety. Anxiety is considered purely as a psychological disorder, but it can also be caused by shallow breathing. And there's a strong link between levels of blood carbon dioxide and susceptibility to panic attacks. So before I do anything else, I always start with aromatherapy. In this case, I'm going to use the Breathe, and I'm going to put a couple of drops on my hand. It's going to open the lungs and balance your emotions. I rub my hands together, bring my hands to my face, close enough where I can inhale 2 to 3 times. So just enjoy it and let your lungs open up. Let your emotions get balanced. It does help the mood. And then I put the rest of it on my chest. Just gently enjoy it. Again, a disclaimer, for purity and efficacy, I only recommend doTERRA essential oils. And if you don't have a source, I have the link to order at the end of the description. So, breathing, let's sit up straight. And the pattern or the way we're going to do it is 8 inhale, 4 hold, and 7 exhale, okay? I'm going to demonstrate it right now. Inhale for 8, hold for 4, release for 7. Inhale for 8, hold for 4, release for 7. I may have released it sooner than I should have. Hold for 4, inhale, exhale for 7. I'm getting confused. So, do this instead of resorting to meds or something else that you think is numbing. Do this. You can do this as often as you want to, every day, several times a day. It will help you with your emotions. It will help you with your breathing. Just do it. But remember, first of all, you have God. You have the Bible that has all His promises to be your comfort, to take care of you, to never leave you nor forsake you. Pray. You have the direct line to God. Pray. Ask Him for relief from the pain, from the burden. Second, you have family members. And if you don't have any family members, you have your community who care about you and want to walk with you in this wilderness you find yourself in. Take their hand. Let them. You need them. They were sent to you by God to help you, get you through. You're not alone. And reach out here to me by commenting and asking me for prayer. I know the road well. Again, losing my husband and my daughter 4 days apart in September 2021. And then watching my 5-year-old grandson going through the loss, not knowing how he's feeling, made it even worse. You get up, figure out, follow the way to strengthening your physical, your emotional, and your spiritual foundation. These are necessary to emerge a victor and not a victim. I had no family to lean on, but I had God to help me. He sent my community of friends to help me during the worst moments of my life. God is faithful. You can trust Him. He means it when He says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. This channel is focused on helping you cope and manage grief. I will have resources and tips, faith-based. I will be praying for you if you let me know. You know, that's one of the things that I started doing, was create a prayer list so I can pray for other people, because that took the attention from what I'm going through for myself to somebody else who needed help. So watch the next videos, support the channel, subscribe, share it with people who are going through the same things, like it so that there will be a big, more exposure. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.